Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to the Diamond Coast in City Skylines. Now, apologies again for the last episode. The audio completely messed up, laptop overheated, everything went wrong. At the moment, laptop is okay. I've had the fan pointed at it for a little bit, so we should be alright. In terms of catching up on where the series is right now, still waiting for some of my landfills to empty. How have I left all this stuff? Not even spotted it. That's not like me at all. Yeah, landfills are still emptying, so we've got to wait for those still. I think there's 2 or 3 left to go. But apart from that, we're pretty much good to go. Now, I wanted to do more in the last episode, but I was limited by the number of actual intersections that I had available. I don't want to handcraft the majority of our intersections. I think it would be easier for everybody, really, if I used pre-made ones. So I went onto the workshop and I had a little look around, and I found some pretty good ones. So here's our orbital road. It's fairly busy, as you might be able to tell. Lots of people want to come off here and go around this loop, and I'm not really sure why they don't just... Not really quite sure why there's a ripple effect going on. It's a bit strange. But, as I say, we've got this this setup ready to go. Aha. We could do with... No, I'm just thinking. These are supposed to change lanes. These vehicles are supposed to be set up to change lanes smartly. They're supposed to have a level of intelligence, but apparently they don't. One thing I have been doing is as you saw there, going around and changing some of these lanes. So the forced turn-off lane. Which is kind of what we've got there. So it sort of keeps the traffic flowing. Anyway, intersections. I've got some intersections. My favourite one is this one. It's massive. It's absolutely huge. But if we can put it in a really good spot, let's say here, if I could get it on this corner, we could potentially serve loads of parts of the city in one go. We've also got... not that one. Where are the other ones? Is that no, that's not a highway interchange, but that's one that I do want to use somewhere in the city. I think that's a pretty cool... I'll show you what it looks like. It looks a bit like that. Corrales uses this in one of his videos, which is where I found it. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty nifty. I like the way the railways go through the gap like this. I like the way the paths go over the top. I like this little spiral thing, even though it's totally pointless. It's still something pretty cool about it. And then the roads either side as well. That looks really cool. And in fact, one of the intersections I've got, I've kind of downloaded with this in mind. But as I hopefully will have said in the last episode, and I say that because I haven't actually recorded the audio for the last episode yet. At this moment in time, I've moved. I wouldn't say moved straight on, obviously, but I've moved on from the last episode to this one. I could have sworn that these played down intersections in one go. Apparently not. Frustrating. Oh well. Right, that's that done, and then... So yeah, as I was saying, moved on straight from the last episode to this one, but I want to work from the inner city outwards. We're going to have like a really heavy downtown kind of area. Why does it always go nighttime when I'm recording? Just so I can't see a damn thing. That's really irritating. Right, so we're going to start... This is the core of the city. So you got King's Canal, which... I mean, the canal here looks pretty damn cool now. Still needs some tweaking with the land. I kind of want to smooth that out a little bit more. But overall... it's looking pretty damn cool. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out so far. But we have this as our core part of the city. We've got to do some filling in here as well. Dean Avenue. Actually, Dean Avenue is one of the areas that we should be looking to sort of expand first. I want to do it with the tree-lined roads. I don't quite know what type of street lamp I want. Let's have a look. We've got large avenue median light. Old street lamp, modern street lamp, warm white, sodium vapor, cold white, airport light. Let's try the large avenue one. Okay, that won't let me upgrade those ones, but it'll let me upgrade these ones. They don't fit in really, do they? What about medium avenue side lights? Why won't you let me upgrade? Old street lamp? No? Hang on. Something's not right. Let's try again. It helps if I choose the right type of road first, doesn't it? So you're, what, neutral? Let's go with old street lamp. Again, it won't let me upgrade. There's something fishy going on there. I'm not going to get too upset about it. Not particularly happy. Right, we'll draw you in. Same type. Although actually that is old street lamp now. Okay. But keep that. Let's get rid of this. We'll replace it with... Now, this is something else I've done. I've taken out the British style roads, which now means that I can build these across, which I think look really cool. They're like pedestrian only streets. You can see they've got bollard. Why are you turning down there? They've got bollards. So I think having these every so often going across is a really good idea. Same thing here. Tiny stone road. Let's see what that looks like. I like that. I think that fits in really nicely with the general theme that I've got going on here. And if I put a line there and a line there, then the tramway can go through the middle of that. It should go through quite nicely. There. Like so. And something else that's cool about these is you can actually zone them, which is very, very nice. Let's do that to there for now. I haven't downloaded lifts yet from the workshop. That's the next thing I want to do, because I think that's going to be sort of the missing link that we'll have. Why did I do that? I actually don't know. Yeah, the lifts are the missing link. Basically, the lifts are... they get people in and out of this area. Because we've got this, which is kind of okay, I suppose. And I can put some more crossroads in. So let's actually do that as well, just to see how it looks. This part of the city, I want it to sort of be the old part of the city. Why won't it let me build that road? There we go. Lots of people dying still, which I'm not too happy with. Let's just do that. I'm going to de-zone all of this. I don't want offices springing up on here anymore. As I say, I want this to be the old part of town, or city. So somewhere in here, I believe it is, there is a castle wall. I think it's in here. And we've got flood walls and we've got keys. I don't want to use them. I've definitely seen them somewhere. Do they come under this? Whoops. They might come under this? No. Where would they be? I've downloaded loads of stuff on here as well, which I've never even checked out before. I've got the tram thing here again, which I used... well, I haven't actually properly used it yet, but I'd like to use it somewhere in the city. I mean, I could use it there. That, I think, fits. Sort of. It's a gap on either side, which is a bit annoying. I could make it fit. But I'm convinced somewhere in here is what I'm looking for. But I could be wrong. Something else which I've got is the Matchday DLC, which also means that somewhere again around here we have the stadium. But again, I haven't a clue where they are. Oh wait, there they are. That's the stadium. That's going to go somewhere in the main part of the city. This is going to be the Central Park area, so I'm going to leave that. I'm definitely going to find somewhere for the stadium. It's probably going to go somewhere up here. That's going to draw in a lot of people. But as I said before, we want to actually work on the inner area first, and then work outwards. So the first thing I want to do is grab an avenue, tram avenue. Now, can I build that across? No. What if I do this? Yes. I want to make sure that it doesn't clash with the key. That looks absolutely terrible. Is that actually on that bigger slope? I didn't realise it was on that bigger slope. That could make things slightly problematic. Oh, hang on. That doesn't help. No, I want this on ground level. Like that. Is that good? Again, it's not brilliant. This key here is really... means I'm going to have to do some cutting back. I'm not happy with this key overall. I think it could have been a lot better. So definitely want to do some tweaks with this bit here. Make sure it's all roughly on the same level, which it still isn't, but you can't win them all. Here, here, and here. Choose this one. I mean, that's slightly better. It still doesn't look brilliant, but it's better. That's stupid. Why is it doing this? Why does this game enjoy watching me suffer so much? I know there's a mod that gets rid... well, there's a mod that gets rid of bridges. I know that much. I don't know whether it works with this or not. If it does, then fantastic. I'll download it immediately. If it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm going to do. But that was really frustrating. And again, you've got this stupid dip in the middle. For absolutely no reason. What is this thing doing? No. So that's down, goes straight through the middle of the key. That goes straight through the middle of the key. Why are you doing this? Right, breathe. Relax. Take a deep breath. You can do this. I have faith. Let's fill time by filling in other parts of this first, shall we? Again, huge parts of this city are going to be getting redesigns. Nothing is set in stone just yet, but there are a lot of things that I want to change. And this will be one of them. Because I mean that looks terrible. Okay, so the solution is lower the damn key. Which means I'm going to have to pretty much rebuild the entire thing. Frustrating, yes. Unless I cut it back to a certain point. Cut it back to like there, both sides. Because this oh wait, that's the lake. This height here is actually pretty good for what I want. So if I can lower the land down to this height there, if I could do that for the majority of this section here, That would make my life a lot easier. That's not brilliant. I'll have to sort that out in a second. But up to like there, and then here. Try and fix this up again. So it's flooding at the moment, but it should sort itself out momentarily. Should make my life a lot easier. I keep saying that right now, but it really would make a huge difference. There we go. The other side again is going to be tricky because we've got buildings, etc. I need to raise this height up, like so. If I raise this bit up as well, first of all, it gives me more building space. Second of all, I think it will actually look nicer in the long run. And then I'll do a little bit along here as well. So the idea is the road and the land should affect the key. And at the moment, it's the other way around. The key is dictating everything else, which is why we end up with these horrible sort of uppy-downy bits. But I can fix that. That's the main thing about this, is it's fixable. It requires a lot of patience, and I probably shouldn't be doing it on camera, but it's fixable. That's always the benefit to working with this system. Right. You are here, aren't you? Yes, you are. So let's curve you round quite sharply. I'll probably have to cut a little bit more off. Like that. And then it's going to curve. I mean, how close can I get it? I think like there. God, I've still got Anarchy turned on. That's probably not helping things. Right. Now if I build in small sections, it shouldn't rise up too much. Once again, I can't see a bloody thing of what I'm doing because of the fact it's night time. Not helpful game. I need that mod where I can control the time of day. I realise that. It's on the download list, definitely. I don't even know what level this is at currently. Am I even at the right level? I say, it doesn't help that I can't see a thing. There's a rise and fall here, which I should have accounted for. But apart from that, it wasn't too bad. Let's done it again. Don't want you to rise up like that. That into your thick head. Doing it again, isn't it? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it doing it in that silhouette. Right, solution. Cut out the roads. As I said, it's a huge rebuilding job, this. Lots of stuff happening, lots of stuff changing. It's going to be very difficult. But it's going to be worth it once it's actually finished. Which, hopefully, won't be too long away. This is the tedious part of the whole build. This is the bit that I was least looking forward to doing, because actually this is aesthetic. This has absolutely nothing to do with the overall function of the city. It's just making it look nice. So it's totally unimportant in the grand scheme of things, and yet here I am spending countless amount of time actually working on it. Is that better? It looks to be better. Can I just connect that bit straight up there? I can. Once again, there's an up and down section on this corner. I can fix that. Like so. That's better. That's much better. Once again, the water doesn't come much higher than the quay, which means we can build bridges, etc. Going across the quay now, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And then as you come out of town, the quay will rise up, because you're not in sort of that built-up area anymore. Okay, that's one side done. Here comes the fun part. I've now got to do this side again. So what's the time of day? It doesn't really say, does it? We'll assume there's enough light there that I can see and you can see. See already that's too high. I don't like the colour of the silhouette. You can't actually see anything. Or even if I turn it round, you can't actually see anything. Makes it quite frustrating to try and build. How does that look? Now again, it rises up. I don't want it to do that. I think the solution is going to have to be D-zone all of this whilst I'm building, and then put it all back in again after. Sorry everyone. Sorry. I know you enjoy living / working here, but you're in the way. You're a terrible inconvenience. It's gotten beyond a joke now. You all need to move immediately. Off you go. There we go. Right, now you're all out of the way. The land is mine to control. And already again, look, it's rising. I don't want you to rise. Why do you keep rising? If I... That's the snap tool, isn't it? Yeah. Now, can I control... It's rising! Stop rising! Why are you snapping to the land? I've just turned off snapping. You should be going where I want you to go. Not where the game wants you to go. I'm in charge here. I can see this part of the city is going to be prone to flooding, but right now I really don't care. And so I just want to get this finished so I can start working on more important parts of the city. Like transport hubs and stuff like that. Come on, I saw the height just now. Because I can see already again that's way too... In fact, where is the wall? It's too low. A lot of this now is too low. That's not good either. Again, it's getting dark, so I can't see a sodding thing. I've got absolutely no idea where I'm going. Again, we're snapping to the land. What the hell is that? Look at it. It looks dreadful. Why am I doing this? Why am I playing with a tool that will not behave? It's an absolute bloody nightmare. The whole thing. Look, actually, round this part of the city, it looks okay. I mean, it goes up and down a lot, but it's okay. Here, even, it's too low. Let me fix this as well. Let's turn back on snapping. Like that and like that. So that's sort of on the right level again. It drops down where it needs to, which is okay. Let's just try this again. It's really starting to frustrate me. You could probably tell by my voice. This is really starting to frustrate me. I just don't understand why it won't play ball. Come on, drop down. Drop down. Probably doesn't help that I'm using the freeform tool rather than just the straightforward curves, but I always find when you're building with splines, it's easier to use a sort of a freeform type tool to actually work with. I think actually something else which I could do is let's take all this back again. This tool. I think I need to flatten this out more, because I thought I'd done quite a good job of it, but apparently not. Here, for example, if I just take the road away from the edge a bit more, that should help me out. Like that, and I'll do a little bit of smoothing as well. Let's make this smaller, so I can actually see what's going on, because for some stupid reason it's really high over here and really low on the other bit. I flattened all this out. I spent an entire episode flattening out this land, and apparently it's all uneven again. That's also very frustrating, if you can't tell by my voice. It's an absolute Mickey take. Right. Behave this time. I'm going to start drawing the key again. In fact, am I? Yes. I'm going to start drawing the key again, and you're going to behave and do it properly. Okay, here it's going to rise up. I can live with that. It's when it suddenly rises and then drops down again. That's what I don't like. See, this is okay because it's all sort of on an even level. It's all manageable, it's okay, it's not too bad. It's all coping well. And here's where it becomes a problem again. Because now, no matter what I do, it won't go back to the level that I actually want it at. Unless... Can I come down this end? In fact, what if I... Here's an idea. Can I draw a line across here? Telling me it's invalid. Okay. So you can't do that. That's irritating as well then. Once again, this is too high. Wow, this is frustrating. Let me just switch my fan on a second so I'm not dying of heat stroke in my room. Let's choose this height and draw the land at this height now instead. And again, I'll smooth it out later on. I'm just going to really crudely draw this because I'm beyond the point of caring about making it really delicate. I will sort all this out some other time off camera when I can cry myself to sleep afterwards. And just go on and on and on about what a crappy game this can be sometimes. Oh, no, actually no, it's not. That's unfair. The game is fantastic. It's the trickiness of it that causes me to tear my hair out. That's what really gets on my wick. Everything else about this game is spot on. So that wasn't a very fair thing to say. I apologise. Right, that's better. That is much better. Look at that. It's almost exactly at the height that I wanted it. And the land is snapping to it beautifully. To an extent. There, good. You come round like that, good. And then we'll go straight along here like this, straight along here like this. A little bit of a curve here. Again, we're overlapping with the land, but that's not a problem because that's what the terraforming tool is for afterwards, just to smooth it out. That comes through like that, that comes through like that, along here like this, along here. Come on, don't freeze on me now, game. Oh, I don't like it when it does that. Round here like this, and up there like that. Perfect. It took us a long time, guys, but we got there in the end. And now what that means is we can actually draw bridges, or at least I hope we can draw bridges that go straight over the top. Before I do that, I'm just going to do some flattening of some land here. It's not actually flattening, it's smoothing. Imagine like Brooklyn Bridge is a good example. Tyne Bridge in Newcastle is a good example. Bridges where actually it goes over the river and then a little bit further after. That's kind of what we've got going with some of these bridges that I'm going to be building. Let's do up to about there. That should be fine. Like so, and then over here, do the same thing. A bit like that. This side, I suppose, yeah, I can fit some smoothing in, but not too much. Again, the problem I've got is this bridge here especially is on a curve, so that could be a bit tricky to put in. So we'll have to wait and see how that one comes out, but the rest of these should be a lot easier to actually build now, thanks to this key now behaving itself. We've got some weird bits where the river gets quite narrow and then it opens up again. That's going to make the water flow a bit difficult, and there might be some flooding. I think again we can live with the majority of that. If I just do a little bit more smoothing here and a little bit more smoothing here. Perfect. Right, let's build some bridges, shall we? First up, this one. Again, it's on a curve, so I have to be careful with this. Make sure that it's the right height to start with. I think 24 is a good height, and then bring it down like that, and connect it up. How does that look? It's a little bit up and down in this center point here. So let's see if I can just draw a straight line across. Again, it's being really difficult at this section here. Let's try again. I want to make sure I get the right height. So we had 24 last time. Let's try 18. And then put it down to 6 there and then level it out. Wow, that is awful. I need that mod. I really need that mod. It's almost like a desperate situation now, because this is way beyond funny. Look at that. It should not be doing that. There should be a button or something that stops it from doing that. Why would a bridge sag in the middle? Why would I want it to sag in the middle? Come on, game, think about it. Use your brain. I'm assuming it has one. Again, look there, some stupid saggy section. And that's better. It's still not perfect, but it's better. I'll accept it for now. Apart from this little humpback section, that can go away. Like that, and then connect it up. Alright, to be fair, that's much better. Now I've got to do this one. Oh man. Right. We'll start from this end again. 24 should be a good number. And then 24 there, and then that, and then that. Yeah, I can live with that, I suppose. Again, it's not brilliant, but it's not terrible. And we do need another tram bridge here. And again, I would love to just be able to do that, and it'd be done. And in the past, with the actual canals that I had, it was a simple case of do that and it's done. But this, it will not let me. It also won't let me snap for some reason to a straight line. That's alright though. That not so much. I don't want that to... I want to put this on a curve. Like so. That's not too bad. And then if I do something like that, connect that up there, and upgrade this. Yeah, I mean that's not terrible, it's not brilliant, again, as with everything else. Just want to check the slope here though. That here is not really acceptable. In fact, whilst I'm on the subject of not acceptable, that junction really wasn't either. See, this end connects up good. This end, not good. So see, that was 18, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah, let's try... Alright, let's try 18 again. And we'll do 18... it's there, wasn't it? Let's do 12 there. That is almost perfectly level. Actually, whilst I'm here, let's mess around with some of these supports. Whilst I've got the opportunity to. So let's see, elevated, no, bridge. Gate-shaped pillar, we can try that and see how that looks. No, that doesn't look very good actually. I can change that in a second actually, think about it. How long does this have to be before it smooths out again? There. Can I slope it down more? Can actually. Although we don't have pillars there. Which is problematic. Oh man, it's giving me a headache. Double steel beams. I imagine this is going to look very New York subway style. Yeah, actually it doesn't look too bad. So if I do it there, I get pillars. And then actually if I take this out, let's put this a little bit longer. Because then we almost have a symmetrical bridge. In fact, that is a symmetrical bridge. Perfect. Now I've just got to slope this thing down to ground level. There. That's kind of worked out. And then we'll come along like this, and then a big sweeping arc like that. That's not too bad. Let's do some more dezoning whilst I'm here. Right, so this is going to be a new district, new part of the city. So let's pop this in while I remember. I mean, we've got King's Canal on this side, so we're going to have something canal on this side, definitely. Let's try and build a road that follows the line of... Now, I imagine there'll be another bridge going across here, so we'll connect it up there some other time. There's that lag again. Right, here's going to be the closest point for one connection. Here's going to be the closest point for another connection. And then we'll put a third one here. Like that. This is then going to be a huge area, built up area. Connect that up. Again, another stupid slope. We'll have to survive with that somehow. This one's going to go sort of this way. Curve this way. Let's get rid of this football stadium actually, whilst I'm doing all this. So that's going to go there and connect up like that, and then that's going to connect up to that, that's going to connect up to that. Some of these streets are going to be upgraded, so I don't really want them all to be really narrow, winding streets. In the old town, yes, not necessarily in the new modern part of the city. That wouldn't really work out for me at all. So that's going to go like that. This is all going to be residential, by the way, so I'm going to leave gaps like this, put little parkways and pathways and trees and all that kind of nice stuff. So this is the nice part of the city. This is the part where you sort of look at and wish you could live there, or in some cases you do just live there. So that's going to go like that. We'll have another connection here that goes there, just to cause loads of traffic. We'll do one there, and we'll do another one here. Again, just to cause loads of traffic. So that's that bit done. Could I do a connection between this and this? I could. Actually, I mean, that doesn't look too bad. I mean, I complain about the terrain and I complain about the slope, but when you compare it, you do get... I mean, San Francisco is built on hills like that. The whole damn city's built on hills like that. So for me to sit here now and complain about it is... a little judgmental, should we say? A little bit on the judgmental side. Where am I going to put this stadium? That's a really good question. I kind of want it to be on this north side here. I mean, I could stick it there, but then that becomes a really not nice area to live. I kind of want it to be on a main street. But, I mean, Dean Avenue, as I said, is the... Unless I move the old part of town elsewhere. Oh, what have we got up here? Loads of remnants still of a bygone era. All these wires as well will be gotten rid of over time. Don't you worry. Let's unpause the game again. We got some traffic flow going on here. How are we doing on this side now? Not great, not terrible. It's flowing, just not very well. I can fix that some other time, I'm sure. Get rid of you as well. How are our landfills doing? I can get rid of this one, which means I can get rid of all of this road. Which is good. It means I can start building here soon. I'm not saying that the entirety of this this city is going to be contained within the motorway. I think that would be a little too optimistic. You'd end up with a massive city for starters, but we could fit like a couple of small towns. Like this could be a small town here, and maybe one up on this side. Something built around this lake perhaps as well. But definitely as the old town, sorry, as the modern part of the city, this is going to be it. Downtown will be sort of. In fact, let's draw this out a little bit better, shall we? So Central Park is going to be. Let's get rid of this underpass road that I built. I'm not particularly a huge fan of that anymore. Like so. We'll also get rid of this above ground bit like that. What's this? This is a single lane actually. So we'll build that in like that. Actually, no, we won't. No, we won't. We'll leave that like it is. What we will do... in fact, I might as well do this now. Might as well do this now. I want a roundabout at the end of this area here. That's my go-to. As I said in the audio that's now since been lost, this entire city now is going to be built on the concept of circles. So roundabouts, things like that. I believe that's going to be the best system now for getting an efficient sort of network of roads and rail and metro and all that stuff. Wow, there's a building on fire. And I think I've just cut off the only access to it. I'm smart. Right, so we want a roundabout. That's a small. This is the large. That's probably going to be too large looking at it. Again, let's just do a really crude sort of... I don't know. Let's draw that to like there. And then do two across like that. Where was it? It was there, wasn't it? You're going to be... Actually, let's do it from this side. That would be smarter. So you're going to be 1 bit. You're going to be 2 bit. You're going to be 3 bit. And you're going to be 4 bit. Like that. And again, a little tip that I learned is if you draw these in, and once you start connecting roads, etc. up to this, it won't impact on the actual shape of the roundabout as a whole, which is handy. So let's leave that like it is for now. We'll upgrade it actually to 3 lanes. It's going to be 3 lanes coming in a bit. Actually 2 lanes, probably smarter. But then this is 3 lanes, so 3 lane it's going to have to be. Switch the anarchy on, because then I should be able to get a nice... Maybe not. I was hoping to get a nice shape, but that's just not going to play ball again, is it? Which is really frustrating. I'm going to have to do it like... No, that's just terrible. Maybe it's because of that. Let's do that, and then that. I mean, that looks slightly better. And then this end we go up to there, and then sort of snake it this way, and then snake it back and on. That kind of works. Like that. And then this end, it's going to be 2 lanes that comes off. Let's put the avenue a little bit closer first. Something like this. That should fit. And then we'll grab this. It's going to come out like that and connect up like this. This end's going to do that. I'm going to turn that like so. We'll worry about the tram in a second. And then this end is going to be very similar again. So that end is just going to connect up like that. This end, in fact, that's not going to work out at all, is it? Can I move this? It's not empty. Okay, let's empty the cemetery. Set you to empty. Get these little... How many bodies have we got? 2,000 odd. Oh wow, that's not helpful. Do I have any crematoriums anywhere? Not really. Let's connect that up. Get power back into all these buildings. That would be a huge help. There we are. Now are you going to start working? Come on, you've got power. You've got power. I just gave you power. There. Right, it's working. Good. Right, whilst we're here, we might as well put a connection to this road as well. But again, I'm going to be... Actually, do you know what? I'm going to be really lazy with this. Let's change my mind a little bit. So this I'm just going to connect up like this. And this one I'm just going to do the same. So let's... we have to wait for that to empty out still. This one I might just leave as it is. Or... then what I could do is... take all this back again to there. If I change these to 2-lane, like that, change these to 2-lane, like that, what I can then do is draw this down to, let's say there, and then this one will have come in from this side, this one will have come in from this side, and we'll have the tram just come up and join in the middle. Which it should let me do. Let's... actually, that was a really bad idea. If I turn... that is with Anarchy on, actually, it won't let me do it. That's just so frustrating. Why is it I can see other people do it, and I'm sure I've got the same mod as them, and yet it won't let me do it? It's just... let's say, it's just frustrating. It's an absolute Mickey take. Right, work, thank you. And then, good luck, we'll put something like this across here. Again, just because I can. Right, good, done. Here we're just going to have, as I said, a basic... what's this? You're tree lined, aren't you? So this is going to be a straight across tree lined avenue, like so. This is going to be a 2-lane roundabout, which hopefully means we don't have traffic lights. No, I was wrong. We do have traffic lights. This centre section I need to change to this, and this. We'll have something nice and decorative in here as well, I'm sure. I'll come up with something. I've no idea what. I'll come up with something. How are you doing? Loads still to go. Can I take this bit of road off? It looks like you're still connected. Do that and then do that. You work to an extent. Get rid of the traffic lights. Add priority signs. So you are give way. You are give way. You are give way. You are give way. Okie dokie. Guard circus. We're gonna have to do something with this as well. There's loads of stuff we're gonna have to rebuild. It's gonna be so stressful. Plus this is gonna have to come down and join this avenue. Oi, it's not going to be easy, guys. It's not going to be easy. But I'm going to leave it here for now. Let me just turn my fan off again so I can do my outro. Hopefully you guys are still up with the series. You know, people have asked me where it's been. Now you know where it's been. Do you actually want it to come back, or do you just want me to do this off camera? I have no idea. Let me know in the comments below anyway. Let me know if you have any ideas as well for future episodes. I would actually very much appreciate that right now, because my idea tank is running very low. That's actually a pretty nice road. I might keep that. If I put that around more often, actually, especially in the old town, if I use that more often, that would look awesome. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracting myself. Let me know if you have any ideas. As I say, all ideas very much appreciated. The city itself is looking okay. I think downtown, yeah, I said downtown would go here, so maybe this area would be like the old town. And there'll be like a castle wall around it, and we'll go for sort of Victorian and medieval style houses, and then the rest of it will be fairly modern and new and sort of updated. Obviously this isn't it, it's going to expand out even further. There's going to be links to the freeway sort of all over the place, loads of different main roads that will come in and out of the town, and the city, which will also connect up to the main road. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. And until next time, I will see you soon.